This cat is not yours. She belongs to Entitled Kid, and you're not getting her back.
r/EntitledParents. Our first story we'll be reading today. She kept stealing my son's cat. Cops were called. From user Me Guyon. After that, Entitled Mom tries to take my brand new $150 bowling ball because I was doing well, and then expects free lessons when I say no. I am a bowling noob, and a kid, by the way. From user Generic Teenage Name. After that, a long walk because of a walker. From user Jade Kitten Paw. And then we'll be wrapping up with, I'm not allowed to go to an amusement park just because I wouldn't make my mom food. From user Alandria Penn. Thank you so much to our authors for letting us read your stories. And if you're an author who would like me to read your stories next, please submit them to the r/Mr. Reddit subreddit. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for new stories from Reddit every single day. She kept stealing my son's cat. Cops were called. Hi, Mr. Reddit. I listened to your YouTube videos and finally have something to add. This happened a few days ago, so the arguments are still fresh in my mind. I'm on mobile, but I type quite badly anywhere, so I make no apologies. It is long, but I think worth the read. Our cast. We've got me. I'm the father. I'm super dad. I'm the lover of all animals. We've got my son. He's my good son. He's a cat lover. We've got the cute kitten, who is the victim. We've got the bad family, which includes the entitled mom. She's the cat thief. We've got their dad, who's a felon moron. He has no lines, just part of the story. We've got entitled daughter and son, fairly interchangeable. And we've got entitled grandma, the enabler. First, the backstory. My family and I used to live in a house in a horrible neighborhood, but we were luckily next to the cat lady, who was extremely sweet, and the reason why one of the sweetest, amazing kittens came into our lives. Cute Kitten. Cute Kitten is half Maine Coon, so she has all the patterns and personality without being twice as big as any other cat. That was about 12 months ago, and when we found Cute Kitten in our tree, she was just a little young to have been weaned. My then 6-year-old son, good son, fell in love with Cute Kitten instantly and helped to clean Cute Kitten of all her fleas and such, and fed and slept with Cute Kitten like a much older kid. Roughly 7 months ago, we moved from there into a much better neighborhood with only one downfall. The family across the street, bad family, we soon found out were criminals. We had signed a lease though, so we had a year. After the first few weeks, the now full-grown Cute Kitten disappears. We searched, but couldn't find her. Nothing until about 2 weeks later. I was sitting on the porch, and I see the door across the street open, and here comes the cat. I thought it was weird, but whatever. Cute Kitten is back. Nothing else until about May. Cute Kitten is pregnant by some local Tom. Then Cute Kitten disappears again. We start the search again. Everyone is helping again. Nothing, not a trace. By now, Good Son and Entitled Kid had become friends and constantly hung out. They had all played in each other's house, and Entitled Kid played with Cute Kitten, and everyone was excited about the new kittens. So they knew Cute Kitten and were quite familiar with her. About 3 weeks into the Cute Kitten being missing, Entitled Kid suddenly mentions that their cat had come back shortly after Cute Kitten disappeared. I think. So I go ask Entitled Mom if she's seen Cute Kitten.
No, why would you think your cat is our cat?
Not at all what I asked, but I'm not going to search your nasty house. The next day, Cute Kitten is sitting on our front porch. She had her kittens about 2 days later. Good Son is ecstatic. Everyone is. Entitled Kids are stoked. All is forgiven, bygones and all. June rolls around. Entitled Dad is in jail after being caught with things he shouldn't have had. Entitled Mom is caught strung out so badly that she was unresponsive. The entitled kids spent a few nights at our house to protect them. They go back to their house, and the cute kitten disappears again. This time I take off the gloves, walk across the street, and demand the cat back. Now. Entitled Mom shuts the door, but Entitled Kid shows up about an hour later with Cute Cat, who immediately runs in to feed her kittens. Now to the actual story. Told you this would be long. It was last Monday. I go out to call in Cute Kitten for the night, and she doesn't come. It was late, so the next day I go first to Entitled Grandma and ask if she has seen my cat. She actually lives next door to the Bad family. She smiles and said,
No, sorry. However, I saw one a few streets over. It had been hit by a car.
I asked Entitled Kid. They swore they knew nothing, but Cute Kittens, now older kittens, were in the tree next door, alone. I go look where Entitled Grandma said the dead cat was, but the city had done street sweeping, etc. the night before. I searched the entire neighborhood. In fact, oh crud, I thought in considerably less pleasant terms. How do I tell good son that Cute Kitten is dead? We sat down on the porch with our entire family, brought out ice cream, and told him the news. Many pints were emptied, many tears shed. A week goes by. Entitled Dad gets several years in prison. Entitled Mom misses a meeting with her counselor. They come to a CPS check, and she is subsequently ordered to do 90 days of in-hospital rehab, starting within 30 days. The kids are going to be sent to Entitled Grandma's as soon as she checks in. Their landlord immediately evicts them all. The Entitled Mom throws a multi-day yard sale to sell off as much as she can, including all of Entitled Kid's stuff. On Sunday, the Entitled Kid came over. I'm inside cooking, but I can hear them talking. Entitled Kid says to good son,
Guess what? We got our kitten back, and she's going to have kittens.
I lean out around front the kitchen, it's a tiny house, and say, Hey, Entitled Kid, what kitten? They immediately scatter. I finish cooking, eat, and go across to Bad Family's house. Entitled Mom is on the front lawn. I haven't said anything when I see Cute Kitten come out and lay down in the lawn. I look up, and without skipping a beat, Entitled Mom literally yells,
That's not your cat!
I walk up to the cat, feel her head. Cute Kitten had been in a knockdown, drag-out fight about a month before. She had 2 scar bumps on her head and a long scar on her lip that was still healing. Sure enough, all 3 are there, and the one on her lip is infected. Cute Kitten starts towards our house, sees her kitten, and starts sprinting. Yeah, Entitled Mom, that is good son's cat. You know it is. I know it is. I walk up and pick up Cute Kitten when Entitled Kid comes up.
Don't do that. You're scaring him.
I picked up Cute Kitten and turned to Entitled Kid. Few things. 1, it's a she. 2, this is Cute Kitten. You've been to our house. 3, Entitled Mom keeps stealing her. I then turned and started towards my house, thinking it was over. Here comes Entitled Grandma.
What is going on here?
Entitled Grandma yelled. I called over good son, and with tears streaming down his face, Cute Kitten, you're alive, he said as he rushed into our house. I then turned to Entitled Grandma, seeing so much red it may have been a deep shade of crimson. Your daughter stole good son's cat again. I was so done, I didn't care. Then you told me Cute Kitten was dead. Good son was now red-faced.
That's Entitled Kid's cat. We got him for them a year ago, and he disappeared over about a year ago. Where did you supposedly get Cute Kitten?
Listen closely. She is Cute Kitten. Cute Kitten wasn't even born over a year ago. We moved here from our previous town 7 months ago with Cute Kitten. You have all seen her. Entitled Kid has played in our house when Entitled Mom was away. So don't give me this. Entitled Grandma wasn't backing down.
Entitled kids were never over at your house. I had them at my house the whole time, she blustered. And that is Entitled Kid's cat. I'll show you pictures.
She pulled out her phone and showed me pictures, all dated from the times Cute Kitten had been missing previously. Yeah, those are all clearly of Cute Kitten. She squinted at her phone.
Look at this one from last summer,
she smirked, and showed me a picture of a cat. Like I said, Cute Kitten is half Maine Coon and has a dark, almost black, and dark brown stripes. This cat in the picture was tan, light tan and brown. Those aren't the same cats, and if I have to come and get Cute Kitten again, I'll get a restraining order, because you broke good son's heart, telling us Cute Kitten was dead, while Entitled Mom lures the cat in with treats. It's BS. She now got the holier-than-thou stance.
What are you going to do? Tell the cops someone is treating your cat well and feeding it?
I was just plain mad now. I was hot, standing in the middle of the road, and just ready to go inside and welcome Cute Kitten home. You think you are so religious. How about this? Thou shalt not bear false witness, or better, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's goods, livestock, or possessions. I turned and started to walk away. She suddenly screamed at my back.
You are breaking Entitled Kid's heart now.
Your daughter stole our cat. Repeatedly. Entitled Kid's heart was broken by you telling her Cute Kitten was her cat. We are done. I'm going to go inside, superglue her collar shut, and get a crate for her and her kittens.
Real adult, just locking an outdoor cat away, Entitled Grandma said smugly.
No, real adult wouldn't be stealing your neighbor's cat, forcing them to hide their cats away. Real adults wouldn't tell their neighbors their pets were dead. I walked away, leaving Entitled Grandma gulping like a goldfish. Now it's over, right? Oh no, read the title. I had to flee to Cute Kitten and put medication on her lip, again. I was getting everyone in bed when the standard police knock came from my door. I opened it and said, "Yes, officer?" He sighed. "This lady," pointing behind him to Entitled Mom and Entitled Grandma, "said you stole her cat." He held up a picture of the brown and tan cat. "Could you get it?" I showed him Cute Kitten laying on the rug playing with her kittens. "This is my cat." I waved my hand. The officer took a few looks between Cute Kitten and the picture. "Yeah, this cat isn't here." "Before you go, Entitled Mom is a known criminal. Her husband just went to prison and she had her kids taken away. You may want to consider a more reputable source in the future." The cop sighed again. "I'm just here for the cat, who clearly isn't here. If you'll excuse me, I have to have a chat with Entitled Mom and Entitled Grandma." I shut the door and locked it. I've since shut all the windows and doors, and good son is very careful not to let the cats out. So, that's it. Mr. Reddit, if this is worth your time, please send me the YouTube link. That's all. Next we've got Entitled Mom tries to take my brand new $150 bowling ball because I was doing well, and then expects free lessons when I say no. I'm a bowling noob and a kid, by the way. So, just recently, I got into bowling. It's just fun. I also recently got my own ball made to fit my hand. It is made of a specific material to hook more, and it cost $150. So the other day, I was on fire. For me personally, and compared to most casual bowlers. But in terms of other people who bowl regularly, I was doing all right. Just saying. I had bowled a 152, 136, 125, and 185, which is my best game ever in my first 4 games, and there was a family of like 5 to 6, 2 parents, a girl who was like 6, another girl who was like 9, and a boy who was around 13 when it all happened. Now, whenever someone points and asks, "Oh, how can I do better? You are doing really well." I'm being super humble right now, I know. I am always glad to give advice to help out. Curl your hand back. Do this on your approach. Aim the ball here and release this way. That kind of thing. The bowling balls the house gives you are made of plastic and don't hook. The balls the pros use are made of resin or urethane, and those grip the lane so they hook. The ball I had bought is made of resin. I had bowled my 185 when it all happened. We've got Entitled Kid 1, who's 6, Entitled Kid 2, who's 9, Entitled Kid 3 is 13. We've got Entitled Mom, we've got Chill Dad, the manager, and me. And so it begins. Entitled Kid 3.
Wow, you are really good at that.
Thanks. I just got into bowling. It's just practice. Entitled Kid 1 and 3.
Can you show us how to do that?
Entitled Kid 2 didn't really care. Yeah, sure. Grab the balls you are using and come over here. This is when Entitled Mom comes in.
Hold on. Since you have been doing so well with your ball, can they use that?
Sorry, I just got that ball, and I would rather not have strangers touch it. Plus, it's 14 pounds. That's way too heavy for them. And it's drilled perfectly to fit my hand, so it won't even fit them.
Oh, don't worry about that. They will do fine. Go grab the ball, sweetie.
No, it's my ball. I'm happy to give pointers, but they aren't touching my ball.
Oh, come on. You can clearly afford another one. Just give it to them.
No, it's not happening. I just bought this ball, and it won't even fit them.
Fine. Go on, kids. I'll pick you up in an hour after your lesson.
What? Why do you think I'm giving them a lesson? And how much would you pay? Chill Dad says, Honey, stop. Leave the kid alone and let's enjoy the rest of our day. Entitled Mom whispers,
Shush, honey. I know how to deal with jerks like this. Well, I figured since you wouldn't give them the ball, you would give them a lesson, and you offered anyway.
No, I offered to give them like 1 or 2 pointers. That is very different than a lesson. Entitled Mom's voice starting to raise.
Listen here, kid. My kids dream to be in the PBA one day.
Entitled Kid 1 and 3 were wearing NBA jerseys and Chicago Bulls socks.
So, you will give them this lesson. Or do you want to crush a child's dreams?
No, I don't want to do that. I'm just new to bowling. Your oldest kid is only 2 years younger than me. And you won't pay me? Heck no, I'm not giving them a lesson or my bowling ball.
Then give us the bowling ball. You owe us. You are making my children jealous.
Then the kids start to cry, and the dad is trying to calm them down. Entitled Mom proceeds to walk over to the ball return, pick up my ball, and put it in my ball bag while walking away. Manager! Me and the manager at the bowling alley are chill, since I am there all the time. I know his name, but I'm not going to say it for obvious reasons. Manager says, Ma'am, you need to return that kid's ball now.
This isn't his ball. This is my ball, and he is trying to steal it.
No, it's his ball. He's in here all the time with it. I know it's his. Give it back, or I will call the police.
Fine, but I want a full refund.
No.
Then I just won't pay.
It's a post-pay system. You gave us your card number, and we charge you for the games, even if you leave without coming up to us.
Thanks for ruining our day, you little jerk. This is your last chance. Give my kids lessons, or I will keep your ball.
I won't be doing either.
Fine. Say goodbye to your ball.
Security! Security comes in and takes the ball from the entitled mom. She freaks out and the family gets banned. And I get 5 free games. Manager apologizes. Thanks for reading. Edit. A commenter pointed out that the kids aren't entitled, and he was right. The kids were chill. Next up, we've got a long walk because of a walker. Hi, guys. I've been a fan for a good while now, but this is my first post. I'm not too confident in my ability to relay the story very well and apologize if the rather long monologue portion gets a bit much, but I tried my best to transcribe the entire thing word for word. Also, my vision isn't great, so please forgive any typos or misspellings. On to the story itself. One evening after dialysis, my boyfriend and I had gone out to a restaurant we are fond of. Bear in mind, we are on a fixed income, and me being handicapped and barely able to walk have a lot of medical bills. So going out is a rare treat for us, which made the encounter that much more unwelcome while we were trying to forget about some bad news we had gotten that day as well. Cast. We've got me. We've got boyfriend. We've got entitled lady and host of the restaurant. We had finished our meal, and I had to make a stop at the ladies' room, so boyfriend went to pay and pulled the car to the front of the building to make things easier for me, since I'm normally in a wheelchair or using a walker. At that time, I was rather unsteady on the walker I was using. Now, sadly, I'm reduced to just the wheelchair, as I'm no longer able to even stand up. I come out of the bathroom, and he has left the car running at the doors so he can come and assist me to walk to the car. We get just to the doors, the kind host holding the doors with the usual, "Have a good evening," as boyfriend precedes me ever so slightly out the door with me wobbling like I'm about to fall over when we hear the magic sound.
Ahem.
Stomping up, clearly able to see me with my walker as I'm exiting the door.
Excuse me?
Boyfriend looking blank. Yeah? Can I help you?
How dare you block the doors like this? How inconsiderate. Honestly, young people think they can just park anywhere. My husband had to park over there.
Points to an idling car not 2 feet in front of our car, which equates about a maximum of 20 extra steps. Bear in mind, both entitled lady and her husband are totally able-bodied people.
To go in and get our takeout orders.
Boyfriend gestures at me, now standing beside him with my walker. Sorry, ma'am, but I had to run in to help her get outside. She would fall if I didn't help her to the car. Entitled lady looks at me with disdain, spotting several needle marks and some bruising on my left upper arm.
It's not my fault if your junkie girlfriend gets hurt. She shouldn't be doing drugs.
I'm rather annoyed, but still polite. Ma'am, I'm no junkie. These needle marks are from the needles necessary to administer dialysis via the fistula created here. I'm a renal patient on dialysis. Entitled lady says snottily.
Liar. You are far too young to be a renal patient. What are you, 20 or so? You must be a junkie and trying to hide it. You probably don't even need that walker. You're just too lazy and fat.
Note, I'm normally 100% non-confrontational, but this lady has just thrown my witch switch. Not that I care about your opinion, as it has no real bearing on my life, and I neither know you or expect to see you again. On top of that, I'm not here to please you, nor do I owe you any explanation of something that is none of your business. But apparently, you feel the need to stick that overlarge beak of yours in. But yes, I am a renal patient. And no, I'm 34 years old. My kidney shut down due to my diabetes and a bad reaction to medication I was given for it. I spend 3 days a week with 2 giant needles in my arm for 4 hours having my blood pumped out of me and through a machine to clean it and remove excess fluid, then pumped back into me. So I have very low tolerance for idiots like you who see marks and assume things when I'm literally fighting to stay alive while I wait for a kidney transplant. And if that isn't enough to make you shut up and quit harping because your poor husband had to walk 10 or 15 extra feet to get your food, which is likely now cold since you decided to spend 20 minutes being a total cow when you could be home now eating, then I sincerely apologize that my safety was put before your convenience. By now, a massive crowd had formed. An entitled lady realizes most everyone is glaring at her, and she isn't likely to get much sympathy. So does what all bullies do, giving a hefty little sniff of,
I'm better than you.
And walks off with her overly large nose in the air, while her husband, who is standing by their cat with their food, rolls his eyes at his harpy of a wife, apparently used to this from her. He mouths a silent apology as entitled lady attempts to make what she thinks is a dramatic exit to maintain her dignity, I guess. Not paying attention to where she's going, she ends up walking smack into her still open passenger side door and landing on her rump with a rather startled and dazed look on her face. Everyone is now laughing at this harpy getting smacked down by karma right then and there, causing her to get even more upset. Her face turning the deepest shade of purple I've ever seen, and looking like she's about to go total eruption mode when her husband grabs her arm and firmly leads her to the car, making her sit down and shut up before giving us all an expression of, "Sorry about her." He climbs into the car, and they pull out before she decides to get a second wind and come gripe about some other imagined offense, while my boyfriend and I are done with the drama, and he assists me into the car, and we go home, still shaking our heads in disbelief how some people can be so picky that they'll cause a fuss over having to park one spot over. And our final story of the day. I'm not allowed to go to an amusement park just because I wouldn't make my mom food. Hi, Mr. Reddit. This is my first time posting to your wall and second time posting to Reddit. I'm sorry if I have any spelling mistakes or any grammar errors. English is my first language, and I'm on mobile. Here is the cast. We've got me. We've got petty mom. We've got sister. And we've got annoying cousin. And that's about it. So, this is happening right now. Tomorrow we have a big day, and we're going to an amusement park to ride the tallest ride in my state, named the Steel Curtain if anyone wants to see it for themselves. I'm pretty excited because the whole year I've been waiting for this ride to open up. My mom is pretty too. So, it's pretty late into the night. Right now it's 12:45 a.m. as I'm typing it, and I just got out the shower. I heard my sister call my name, and I walked in her room. We sleep in separate rooms. I sleep on my mom's floor, and she has her own room. The conversation goes as followed. Sister says quietly,
Can you make me some noodles?
Me, with bad hearing, You want me to make you some juice? What juice packets do we have? Annoying cousin,
She asked, can you make her some noodles?
I'm not even going downstairs. I'm going in the room to lay down and go to sleep. Sister says,
You was just about to go downstairs to go make some juice.
No, I asked what juice packets do we have. I didn't say that I was going downstairs to make juice. After a moment, it went quiet, and I decided to go back in the room to go to sleep. That's when petty mom called me back into the room.
OP,
Me, obviously tired. What?
come here.
Me, not wanting to make her mad, walks back in my sister's room and looked at her. My petty mom says,
Can you get beef noodles from in the room and make me some?
I'm looking at her in disbelief, as I know that she heard what I said about not wanting to go downstairs. Mom, I just said that I don't want to go downstairs. I just want to go in the room and lay down. We both stared at each other, and she said something that made my blood boil.
Since you don't want to go downstairs and make me some, you're not going tomorrow.
I just stared at her for a second as I was processing what I just heard, and the words blurred out of my mouth. See, this is why you are petty. I walked out of the room, and she said something, but I didn't hear it. Now I'm just sitting on the bed typing this. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll edit this and tell y'all if I'm allowed to go tomorrow or not. Edit. So we all didn't get a chance to go to the amusement park because it started to rain really bad, like a big storm, and the amusement park closes when this happens. They was all bummed out, while I was happy, but a little bummed out as well. And congrats to our Regenerals of the day. Adam Gaming, WR Curly 86, Timberwolf 429, and Chrissy Udi. Become tomorrow's Regenerals by dropping as many rees as you can in the comments below.